Hey guys, welcome to the Trash Picture Show. I'm just back from seeing Underwater and it kicked arse. I loved it. This movie is a love letter to sci fi horror of the 80s, in particular underwater sci fi horror with the likes of Leviathan and Deep Star 6 to make comparisons to it. But also, it does take a lot of nods and beats from the likes of Alien and a couple of beats from Alien 3. The story centers around a drilling platform, the Titan drilling platform at the base of the Mariana Trench at the ocean's floor, and it seems to have burrowed into a thermal pocket and released some very, very nefarious creatures. Now, at the start, the movie hits the ground running. Basically, we get to know the characters as the movie progresses. We don't get the classic kind of exposition of characters talking about their families and what they're going to do when they get back. The plot kind of hits the ground running, and we are first introduced to our main character Nora as she's struggling to survive the slowly disintegrating deep water station. And I am going to. I'll probably eat my hat because Kristen Stewart kicks arse in this. I've bitched about her in the past, but she is a great actress and her performance as Nora Price is amazing. She is very much the Ripley of this movie, um, with her Alien 3 buzz cut and all. But I think they don't shove it in your face. They don't make her kind of like this automatic badass. She is very vulnerable. She does take a kicking, but she's resourceful and she has a kind of a very kind of straightforward, pragmatic way to deal with the situation. So she kind of leads the charge to get the ragtag group of survivors out of the station and to be rescued. The rest of the cast is pretty cool as well. Vincent Cassel as the main captain of the drilling station is pretty good. He brings a lot of pathos and a lot of kind of heart to the movie. T.J. Miller also turns up as he's kind of the comic relief. Again, it's T.J. Miller, but you can make comparisons to the likes of Harry Dean Stanton in Alien. He's kind of the slob, the working Joe who kind of who kind of everyone likes, but is a bit of a smart arse as well. Christina Hennig also turns up. You might know her from Game of Thrones and Iron Fist. She is kind of a marine biologist, and she gives the crew the kind of the down low on what might be attacking the station. Again, this is a drilling platform. It's not a research science installation. It's not a military installation. These are salt of the earth people who are just there doing a job. So there's no kind of real gun ho kind of badasses among them. They are characters who you feel for, you genuinely kind of get a sense of jeopardy because they're not superhuman. They're not superheroes. They're regular Joes trying to survive this extraordinary situation. The soundtrack is amazing. The soundtrack, again, going back to comparing it to Alien 3, is very much like Elliot Goldenthal's soundtrack for Alien 3. There is other nods to the Alien franchise. For example, the diving suits are very much like the suits in Alien, and the equipment, you could say that this movie is set in the same universe as Alien, and no one would bat an eyelid because there is a lot of the aesthetic, a lot of the look of the equipment, the look of the pressure suits, a lot of the interiors of the drilling station looks like that kind of 70s used future retro look that works fantastically. I think it's fantastic. And again, even the opening credits, they slowly fade in like the original Alien opening credits. Again, it's an awesome movie. As an Alien fan, I adored it. I think if Fox had common sense, they would kind of give up the ghost. I love the Alien series, but I think maybe they should set aside the Alien series and focus on a new kind of sci fi horror series. And this is a prime candidate, if you ask me. I don't think it's doing as well as it should be, so I can't see it becoming a franchise. But I do think with the likes of this and Life, that this is kind of what studios should be focusing on, kind of making new sci-fi horror rather than rehashing the same old kind of Ghost. If I had any complaints, the sound mixing on it wasn't the best. I think that was for kind of more for the kind of atmosphere of the movie, because some of the lines, because the characters were underwater, I couldn't hear exactly what they were saying. And I do get that that's trying to immerse the audience into the situation, but at the same time, it does feel that I was struggling to hear what the actors were saying. That's a mild niggle. By and large, I loved the movie. Again, Kristen Stewart kicked ass. She is channeling Ellen Ripley, and very much Amanda Ripley. She is kind of a very cool, kind of calm and collected, but very clever engineer. If you've played Alien Isolation, you could make a lot of comparisons to Amanda and Nora in this movie. So yeah, Kristen Stewart kicks ass, and I particularly like the buzz cut, the Ellen Ripley and Alien 3 buzz cut. Uh, an awesome movie if you're a fan of sci-fi horror of the 80s, particularly the Alien series or the likes of Deep Star 6 or Leviathan. This is definitely one to check out. Have you seen it? What did you think? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and yeah, have a good one. Take care. Bye now.